That's kind of a hard question for me because I think the justice system has come so far. Um, what I would like to see happen in more cases is something that happened in a case I had. In the case I had, it involved a gentleman who had developmental disabilities. And the employer's defense floated a lot of things that, while they didn't come out and say it, I thought was playing perhaps on some stereotypes, such as, well, do you think your charging party can understand the policies of the employer? Can he understand what sexual harassment is? Can he understand what theft is and what our rules are against, problems in the workplace? And he was sort of, never coming out and accusing the charging party of bad conduct, because they couldn't. He committed no bad conduct. They were sort of playing these stereotypes. So the judge did a very good job gatekeeping on that, but what he also allowed us was to put an expert on the stand, not to express opinions, which is what experts generally do, but to give them information, such as persons with disabilities in the workplace do not commit malfeasance in any degree differently than people without disabilities. People with developmental disabilities are not tardy more often than people without developmental disabilities. People with developmental disabilities are not more disruptive in the workplace. And the expert was able to come on with a field of studies that had been done and basically educate the jury on these stereotypes. And that was really beneficial. It sort of stopped in its tracks the idea that they may be acting not on the facts, but on some unknown beliefs that they had. So I find when courts do that, that's very beneficial. I think that other things the Justice Department, the justice system can do is sort of go further along the lines of what it's already doing as far as allowing people with disabilities to serve on a jury, and to question when attorneys are striking them from a jury, to actually question, are you striking this person from the jury because the person is blind? Are you striking this person from the jury because the person is deaf? Actually confronting it and making the attorneys who are helping choose who's on that jury understand that's not an appropriate decision point. There's a lot of reasons you can strike someone from a jury, but a protected status is not one of them.